Hello, my name is Ilona and I'd like to take a look at the energy of China. What is going on there? I already looked at Shanghai. There are still a lot of dark energies there trying to hold on. The white hats are also in the background taking over things. And I just want to take a look at China as a whole. What is going on there? We also have Beijing. A lot of measurements are now being taken, of course, with everything that's going around. What they told us that's been going around in the world. I can't say. It starts with a C. So they're using it now as a way to keep people in houses, and it's just a horrible situation. I just want to take a look what the energy is of China right now. We have the Judgment. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Knight of Wands for the future and the Strength card. So right now it's very confusing. This is the central card. So it's very confusing for the, when we're looking at it or the information that's coming out, what is real and what isn't real. We have the Queen of Swords. So there are a lot of things that just aren't real. A lot of things that are being used for certain agendas, especially dark energies that are trying to create fear. So there's still a lot of fear things going on. It doesn't mean that nothing's going on there. There are people in horrible situations. So there's just this confusion going on. But right now things are being transformed. This is a card of transformation. It's the Judgment card. So this is about evaluating. I do think things are collapsing there. The narrative is collapsing. People are waking up. You can just see them standing up, finally understanding what is going on. They can finally hear their inner voice, most likely, their connection with God, their connection with their soul. More and more people are standing up. Unfortunately, you have to be in a very uncomfortable, sometimes even horrible situation before people are starting to rise up and understanding this isn't going anywhere. We need to stop this. We've had enough. It's to get them out of this hypnotic trance they're in by complying everything. They need to snap out of that. So there is a judgment going on right now. It's really about discernment. What is truth? What isn't truth? They're using all kinds of things, especially dark energies, to still seem like they're in control and they have this power, but it's collapsing. And especially with these cards in the future, near future, this is of course the white hats influences, and they're gaining strength. So more and more white hat actions will appear there in China. We may not hear from it right away. I think it's already happening. But of course they're sealing this off. They're keeping it still close to the chest, so to speak. But things will come out. Things will ultimately come out. That I think a lot of things have been happening for a while there in China. I do believe that Mr. X is actually part of the white hats, so to speak, and helping out in getting rid of all these dark influences. But there are a lot of dark influences in China, and it's going very deep, so to speak. I think literally and figuratively. A lot of influences there and a lot of things under the ground that needs to be taken care of. Although I do think that they've been working on it quite some time, especially with this balance card in the past. So I do believe a lot of things have already been going on there, but we just don't know about that. So that's in China. I also want to take a look at the energy in the Ukraine. What is going on there? To be very honest, I had the feeling that they, pretty much should have been finished by now, Russia, but I have a feeling there's still something going on there, especially with that steel factory, and underneath steel factory, claiming apparently there are still a group of people there that might have some foreign military there. I'm not sure what's going on there, so I just want to see what the energy is of the Ukraine. Let's see. Especially in that area, for what is going on. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Seven of Wands. That's the central card. We have the Emperor in the past. We have the Seven of Cups underneath the central card. And we have the 8 of Pentacles for the near future and the 4 of Wands. Well, that's a very positive card, but right now there is fighting going on. And to be very honest, I believe that Russia, or the White Hats, as I see them, they are in a way better position, but there still is resistance going on here. So there's still some resistance going on. And in a way, you could even see, because they are so closed off, that it's very difficult in a way to get to the group that is still underneath there. And maybe there is still something else going on there. I do believe that they, in the end, Russians will get there, especially with this card in the near future or the future. This is a very beautiful card, so they ultimately will win. But if you look at this card, I think it symbolizes two things. First of all, I do believe the Russians and the White Hats, well, they're working for the White Hats. That's as I see it, that Mr. P is working for the White Hats, is ultimately in a better position. So he will get through. But I also see this card as that the people are also kind of symbolized. So there's something else going on, so they can't get to it right now. There's something else going on. There's a delay. I'm not so sure what's going on, but I think it's very important that they don't just rush in there. That's the feeling I'm getting. And it's almost big, like maybe even, I'm not even sure. I've read something about a creature that could be there, and it's something very big, and it's almost like, yeah, we want to get that alive. That's the feeling I'm getting. So there's ultimately a lot of stress, of course, for the entire situation, because it kind of, it has, it's kind of a delay. So, of course, Mr. P is not really very happy with this. And of course, the situation in the Ukraine, a lot of anxiety. And of course, they're how do you say that, the media is still sending all these messages about fear and how awful Mr. P is, and the Russians are, it's still being used as this scare tactic, you know, fear mongering, what they're doing in the media. But it's very unclear what is going on. So we have the 7 of Cups. It's very unclear, but I have a feeling it will, how do you say it, lead to surrender ultimately. This is a lot of hard work needs to be done, especially in the near future. They'll be working hard to get a solution. If I'm not mistaken, they're already working on a solution. Wouldn't surprise me at all. And ultimately, this will be taken care of, because this is the energy for the Ukraine. And that's a very beautiful energy of connection, of well, celebration. So I do believe, like I've said before, and the Russians are in a better position, but there's something else going on. So they are in a better position, but they can't get to it right now. They need another solution. They're working on it, and it will lead to victory and to celebrations ultimately. But this is a very interesting card, so because I feel it's the card for both sides. There's something big there, something very important that they want to take alive. So they can't just blow up things, or how do you say that, flood it. There's something else going on there that's very important. That's like a prize or something. They really want that. The White Hats really want that. So it's important. So they can't just get in there. They can't just take care of it. They need another solution. They're working on it. And in the past, of course, the military have taken care of it. And of course, Russian, well, how do you say that, use their military to get the Ukraine and get the biolabs and get everything else. So they're still working on it, but they're already working on the solution. So I believe that it won't take that long, that there will be celebrations, or at least the Ukraine will be released of all these things, and especially what's going on underneath that steel factory, because there is something very, very weird going on there. Very dark energy there. So that's the Ukraine. I also want to take a look at the global energy of what is going on in the world right now. Just the global energy. Let's see. The global energy. We have the Fool. That's a beautiful card. We have the 8 of Cups as the central card. We have the Hanged Man in the past. We have the Nine of Cups underneath the central card, and we have the Devil in the near future. And we have the Queen of Swords. That's interesting. That is very interesting. So right now, we are leaving behind the old situation, and this is a very emotional card. So a lot of people just worldwide are leaving behind this, well, what we've known so far, and the situation, the darker energies, the low vibration. I think we're leaving that behind. We're moving away from that, especially with the Fool, which is a beautiful card, and the Nine of Cups. These are both beautiful cards. This is the card of a new journey, new direction. We're heading towards something completely new energy. And we of course have this Wish card, this beautiful, more relaxation, enjoying the moment. These are both cards about enjoying life, enjoying what's going on, the possibilities, opening ourselves up. I think a lot of people globally are waking up, are understanding more that who we are. We're spiritual beings in a human experience. We're starting to understand that we are in control of what is going on, what we're manifesting. So we're moving away from this very low vibration programming, waking up from this hypnotic trance a lot of people are under. We are really moving away, and this is very interesting. So we have the Devil, which is of course the dark energies, but we have the Queen of Swords. So the truth is coming out, and people will start to understand what's really been going on. And we can see that right now in the media with all the things that are happening right now. Roe versus Wade, things are coming out. I actually posted a video from Tarot by Janine. She is my inspiration. She's the reason I started doing these videos. But I try not to watch many of her videos or after I've done my own video about the subject. But in this case, she did a video about Roe versus Wade, and I really suggest everyone to watch that video. I've put that one on my Telegram channel. And of course, because I felt it was a white hat operation as well. It's leading to discussions, what's going on, understanding what they've really been trying to do about all these Planned Parenthoods and what they're really about selling certain parts. Like, it's sick. It's a sick situation, and people need to understand. I'm not talking about the issue itself of Roe versus Wade, but more about why the dark energies wanted that, so they can use it, because they use all these agendas and all these themes. And I do agree completely with Janine that I think we're moving away from that. We're moving from this old situation about that, the subject of Roe versus Wade. And ultimately, if we are more connected to our spirit, things like that, that entire will not even be necessary anymore. We will be connected, and we will make our own decisions in opening up for children or not. It will be a completely different situation, because they've really did a number on that. They've really used it for all kinds of horrendous things. And these things need to come out. People need to see the truth and understand that all these, they hide behind certain agendas. And most people will just look at the surface. They have no idea what is going on underneath and really how it's used for all kinds of things. And I think we are really also moving away from those actions, those very low vibrating things that we've been doing. I think in the medical world as well, there will be a completely different way of looking at health, completely different way of looking at our bodies, completely different way of looking at food, the legal system, the politicians, politics. Everything will be completely different way of looking at things. It will not be the same, but the truth needs to come out, and you can only show the people the truth by showing really what is going on. So the entire swamp has to be drained. People need to see what they've been doing for so long. So they're going to be completely exposed, fully exposed. That's what this is about. This is about exposing what's been going on so everyone can see. What people will do with it will be up to them, but at least they'll have an opportunity to wake up and to emotionally leave that position behind, leave their way of thinking behind, and starting raising their vibrations. That will be up to the person themselves if they're going to do that or not, but they will have that opportunity. So I'd like to leave it at this, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye!